Dr. Venkateshwara, it of course will catapult India into the big league of the top four countries in the world. My question is, explain how ISRO has done this literally on a budget that has the world gobsmacked. You've seen the analogies. This has been done with less money than it cost to make Interstellar. It's been done with less money than it cost to make Adi Purush. These are some of the big budget movies. And now, if you look at this, Avengers cost more than 2,000 crores, and Chandrayaan-3 is estimated to have cost a little over 600 crores. This is a marvel. Dr. Venkateshwara, how does ISRO do it? Can we unmute Dr. Venkateshwara, please? 1 second. Let me unmute you. Give me a second. Yeah. Go ahead, sir. Dr. Venkateshwara.
Barkha, ISRO always does something which is impossible. And we are known for it.
Yes.
We are known for it. And we would like to we have taken this challenge. See, not now. Even when the ISRO was conceptualized, that time also there were questions: why ISRO, why space, why money? But even then, with whatever was given, we have been doing. This is our strength. Having said that, Barkha, we are very conservative people, and we value every rupee that the taxpayer is paying us. We are answerable to 140 crore people of this country, and it is their hard money, and that's what they have believed and put on us. We are only 18,000 people in ISRO, but 140 crore people have invested on us, and that is, we don't want them to be let down. This is where we, having said this emotional part, when it comes to technical part, Barkha, again, the types of design, the types of simulation, the types of approach what we take is conservative approach. We definitely go for the cutting edge, but we see what is optimally required for me. For example, I will give you. There is a milling machine which can give you 0.1% accuracy. But if my requirement is only 0.1 accuracy, I would only go one scale up and say, okay, 0.01 accuracy is sufficient to give me this. Therefore, save orders of money in establishment of even the capital equipments. Number one. Number two, whenever it comes to the making, we always motivate people in such a way that they should work, and they should work on their own self-motivation, and it makes us, instead of working 8 hours, they start working 10 hours. I'll give you one wrong example. Still, I will give you. We started introducing at 5 o'clock a very simple masala dosa.
There's a masala dosa story in the heart of Chandrayaan-3. I love it.
Yes.
Please go ahead. Please
go
ahead.
We introduced masala dosa, and at 5 o'clock office should close, but 40% of the people started staying back, and for me it only 10 rupees masala dosa, but what I'm getting out of them is 50 rupees. I'm not exploiting them, but they are very happy to stay. My work is done, and I'm happy to, this is only one example I gave you, but such examples are plenty. Okay, and this is like a family, Barkha. This entire ISRO is like a family. You see, it's the only organization, Barkha, where you see 4 or 5 generations of people are still working. You see, maybe Mr. Madhavan Nair or Radhakrishnan or Sivan or even Paul sir, even though we are, myself just come out of ISRO, but we are all working together, and this is the spirit with which ISRO works, and it makes us very responsible. It is also that it is not that you are told to do something. No, you are given a task, and you said, please do your best, and we will support you, and complete free hand is given in ISRO. That is where we have a strength, Barkha, compared to any other nation, any other organization in this country and the world.
It is a beautiful story. I think it has made my day to hear that masala dosa at 5, such a simple thing is all that it takes to make some of the world's brightest men and women work even harder. Dr. Pal, do you want to add to that? How have you achieved this extraordinary budget, a little over 600 crores? It's staggering, and Dr. Venkateshwara has told a very cute, very heartwarming, some details. But if you want to add to that.
Yeah, what Dr. Venkateshwara has told is correct. Now, let me add you one thing. We genetically, we are what we call it mitavai. We don't spend more than what is needed. First thing. Second thing, ISRO does not have bossism. And third thing is that there is a freedom of work. Now, he gave a story of Dosa. I'll give you another story. See, for Apple spacecraft, that was our first communication spacecraft. I was in charge of communication. We were supposed to test the communication link. The cost of that was 2 crores if we take it to Paris, Cannes, France. And we put the total spacecraft in an open field. At that time, there was a big open field available in Bangalore on a bullock cart. It's a wooden thing. And the total cost, we forced the person to take 150 rupees. 2 crores versus 150 rupees.
I think we have the image of the bullock cart. If we can pull it out, can we please pull out the bullock cart image? I want you to tell us the story properly, sir. This is the cycle. This is the cone on a cycle. But I think the image, is this the one, sir? Is this the one?
This is the thing.
So can we put this up on share screen, please? Yeah. Can we isolate this and put this up? I want Dr. Pal to tell us the story. Sir, tell us the story again properly of this bullock cart.
See, you put it. This Apple spacecraft was our first communication spacecraft. It was launched in 81. Okay. Yeah. And that spacecraft, we wanted to test the communication link. Yeah. I was in charge of communication link. So we need, the quotation came for 2 crores from France. Now, we did not have 2 crores, So I suggested to Professor Rao, you see it. So it's a wood structure, and all these non-metallic structures were put of absorbers. All around we put absorbers. Bangalore at that time, in Penia, lot of field was available. And this is a tent, which is a nitrogen filled tent.
Yeah.
Okay. And we did all the tests. It was costing us 150 rupees. We gave 150 rupees forcefully to the farmer who gave the bullock cart. The bull was put only for photography purposes. And Professor Rao gave this photograph to European agency. And what was he gave a caption, we look for India's space program is for the villages. The caption came in European magazine that India has got a means of manufacturing satellite, no means of transportation. It was not used for transportation purposes. Mind it, not bullock cart, bull was not used. But on the non-metallic structure, the spacecraft was mounted for communication link in a nitrogen-filled tent, okay, and pressurized nitrogen. So nothing was compromised as far as quality is concerned. Apple spacecraft worked. So you see, 2 crores versus 150 rupees. So what Dr. Venkatesh has told is, we were happy with one coffee and one masala dosa. And still that same culture is continuing. When we were working for Aryabhatta, we were all young persons. I was 25 when Aryabhatta was launched. Professor Ravi managed with the doctor to give us one big complex tablet in the evening in 1975. So that was the spirit. That's all. Here you see, this also I'll tell you the story because I know it. I worked with this post cone was supposed to. There was a VIP. Only one jeep was available, and this is Mr. C.R. Satya. He's no more. He was a good friend of mine. He told this story. So this helper told, jeep may not come. Let us take this nose cone to the rocket. At the time, we had a small rockets. So it was put on his cycle and taken it. And then put on the rocket and launched it when the VIP came. So it's that story. I mean, it's in Thumba. It's not that we did not have, but there was only one jeep available. There was only office was in the church. If you happen to go to Trivandrum, you will find that was the church where initially there. When I joined Trivandrum when SSTC was there, and it was in Valley Hills. Jokingly, 1 second, I asked one of the friend who was a local. He said there used to be earlier monkeys and ghosts. So I asked, what happened to the monkeys? Because big building has come. He said, monkeys have become engineers and ghosts have become divisional heads.
It's extraordinary. I don't know whether to laugh or cry because these stories are so moving. We can only salute you. Dr. Venkateshwara? Yes, go ahead.
Stories of extension. Just 2 minutes and 2 small stories.
Yes, please.
See, when Mars was supposed to be made in 2014-15, that was the time we were given only 11 months and 450 crore budget. That was the time I was in control of the entire finance and the programs. We were given 450 crores. But we did the project in 11 months with all the hardwares which were spare available for other satellites. We didn't make hardware for Mars satellite. And we did 450. But 50 crores, I surrendered it to the government. I said, for me, for 400 crore is sufficient. 50 crores, I'm giving it you back.
So you actually gave money back to the government.
Back to government. We said 450 was allocated to us. 50 crores we have returned the money back to the government. This is how ISRO works.
Amazing.
And that is,
amazing.
And you see, Mars orbiter mission, that was the only mission in the world which was successful for the first time in the entire world, where Russia took 7 times, US took 7 times, Russia took 5 times, and we were successful for the first time.
Amazing. Let me ask you both in the end. There are so many of India's finest minds that go abroad. We have a brain drain. But there are people like yourselves who stay here, who spend 150 rupees instead of 2 crores, who give back 50 crores to the government because there's a budget surplus, who feel you owe answers to the taxpayer, who are going to achieve this moon mission at a cost less than what it cost to make Avengers the movie. What motivates you? Let me start with you, Dr. Pal. What motivates men and women like you?
See, Barkha, I think it may be some slightly out of syllabus present thing. When I passed out from Pilani, my MTech, I joined Trivandrum. Okay, as a young man of 21 years old. Trivandrum was a village, and my all classmates went abroad. And I did not go abroad because I wanted to work something and I met Dr. Sarabhai, and he said, you have to become expert. We can get the expert from outside, but you have to become expert and you work it. So it was I don't think there's an equivalent word in Hindi or English, junoon.
Yes.
It's a junoon of working for space technology, and that has brought us to Chandrayaan-3.
Right. So, junoon is the word that is a very apt word. Dr. Venkateshwara, would you add to that it is, Dr. Pal says it is our junoon. Would you add to that?
Definitely, Barkha. But the type of motivation that the self-motivation what these people have, and the type of commitment what these people give is really amazing. But Barkha, one small extension I would like to give.
Yes.
What is that motivates ISRO people so much?
Yes.
If you see, Barkha, anybody, the money, the requirement is all for few years of their initial life. After that, it all becomes useless. Here in ISRO, we enjoy our work. Enjoyment of work, if you see, if somebody many people have left multinational companies, come back from abroad, and they have served ISRO. Okay?
Yes.
Because the joy of work. On lighter side, Barkha, I used to tell in many of my talks, ISRO has given me excellent work, and they also give me money free.
Explain that.
See, I'm extremely happy working, but they're giving me money also for my joy. See,
so they're paying you for what you love.
What I love.
Is a bonus.
Yes, if I go for a movie, I am spending, but I'm enjoying here and I'm getting money also. This is what is the motivation that works in ISRO.
Okay. I want to end with both of you giving a message to the spirit of science. I think that's very important. How excited the country is. Dr. Pal, if you want to share something. Against all odds, from bullock carts to cycles, you have achieved what you have for the country.
See, I worked on Chandrayaan-1. All the communication systems, Dr. Venkateshwaran will vouch for it. Even the ground station antenna, 32-meter, was designed by me. Yeah. All communication system, the legacy is continuing, and that itself makes me happy. Okay, what Dr. Venkateshwaran said, yes, ISRO has given us money. We have got our own house, medical is taken care, knowledge is increased, and everybody will feel very proud of the Chandrayaan-3 landing, and we will one of them. I bought the Laddoos to distribute.
Not Masala Dosa, Dr. Pal, not Masala Dosa.
No, we have Laddoos. Masala Dosas are available still in ISRO, and they give Masala Dosa only.
No, Barkha, what Paul sir is saying is, after every launch, we are given Laddoo in office. One Laddoo, like Tirupati Laddoo, is given, and people wait for it. It's not that people can't buy, but it is the joy of getting that Laddoo. One more small thing I will say and close it. We have been given joy. We have been given happy life in ISRO. Some people have got partners also. So, including me, we have got good partners in ISRO. People have both husband and wife have been serving
So
ISRO.
you have also fallen in love with ISRO, not just with your work, not just with your work, right?
That's right. Yes,
No, his
Barkha.
better half is from ISRO.
And
That's
she
why
is
I'm
in
saying.
Chandrayaan. She's
And
right
is
now
she?
sitting in.
Oh,
She's
1
sitting in
minute.
control room.
So Dr. Venkateshwara, your wife is part of Chandrayaan-3.
Yes, she's sitting in control room right now.
Okay, how does that make you feel as a husband? Tell us a little more.
It is really great. We have been, serving together, even with the blessings of Surendra Pal many times. Like he has treated us like his children, and we have been working. We understand each other very well. We understand our pressure. We know that we are dedicated to the country, so we have to balance the home also. We do that very effectively together, Barkha.
Are you a proud?
Many such people.
Are you a proud husband right now?
Of course, yes, Barkha, and proud husband-wife of ISRO.
Proud husband, wife of ISRO. Beautiful. I have to say, these are the best stories. A lot of the science, I think a lot of people won't understand, but the passion, the simplicity, the core values, the Masala Dosa, the rocket on a bicycle, the Bullock cart, all of these are stories of history. They're the stories told by great men who have achieved great things. We salute both of you and the teams at ISRO today, Dr. Venkateshwara, Dr. Pal. Really, salutations on behalf of all Indians. It is a pleasure and an honor listening to you and talking to you. God bless both of you. Thank you, sirs.
Thank you.